robberies. Come and get them high facts, high facts. Robberies. Come and get them high facts. Robberies. High facts. Come and get them high facts. Get them high facts. Robberies. Come and get them high facts. Come and get them high facts. Come and get them high facts. Robberies. High facts. Robberies. High facts. High facts. Robberies. High facts. Gig economy. Robberies. News channel. The gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with robberies. Hot facts with Robert Reese. High facts, high facts, high facts. 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 Hey, with Robert Reese. Come and get them high facts. High facts. High facts. Robert Reese. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Sit back, relax, and listen. Come on. Get these hot facts. K Reese 007 for hot facts with Robert Reese.
There we go. There we go. I should be all right now. I should be all right. Let me see if it goes on right now on the vertical and on the. There we go. All right, and I can hear myself. So we got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. For those of you who don't know, I'm a news channel. I'm a journalist also. Um, I'm a constitutionalist. I'm an amendment first, all the way through, auditor also. I'm the official news channel of the gig economy. The second part of this thing we're going to talk about, a grown man exposed his penis to me while I was doing a delivery. We're going to get into that. I got about 17 different playlists to showcase all what I like and all what I like to do out there. But we go get into what's really grinding my gears right now. My cousin was unalived by ICE on what Roman Catholics and everybody called New Year's Eve. Um, he didn't make it to what we see as the new year. And I was driving down the street doing a delivery the other day in Santa Ana, and it was about, I give it like 500 Hispanics in the streets. They were walking up the street, up First Street, with signs and banners and protesting because we all know the other day when they unalived the lady and knocked her off in her face, blasted her in her face. They took a baby into custody that day also, that was a United States citizen. They took another United States citizen to jail. And back when the protests were going on, when they sent the National Guard, I made a couple of channels that they were watching me doing my debate with a racist white dude, spoke to another lady who moved into an area that they're gentrifying, and she had bad things to say, not knowing that where she was moving into. But I was there protesting. I made the local news. I was on KTLA. They interviewed me also. And ICE was just going around doing some crazy things, man. And a lot of people in this country think that it's A-OK for ICE. And there's a reason why they're not showing their faces. A lot of the ICE agents are people that should not even be in law enforcement. They are the bad cops of the cops. They put them to be ICE officers so they can carry out their bad demeanors, bad attitudes, how they really feel deep inside their heart. America is a melting pot. Before it was America, there was already trading going on with Native Americans over here from people in Africa. Blacks were already here, Hispanics were already here, Native Americans were always here. Then the British came over here. And that's why we had the American Revolutionary War. Broke away from Britain, brought over slaves, all from the Caribbean, West Africa. And it's crazy because here in Orange County in Irvine, there's a lot of Israelis from Israel, but they are not the real Jews. Moses and Jesus will not be able to walk around there and live. They would unalive them. They're not the real Jews. You don't see ICE anywhere over there. None of them speak English. None of them speak English. And when they do, it's so broken up and choppy to where you had to come here yesterday. They're steady trying to go into the Walmart and get people for shoplifting the homeless people when there's a bunch of people who don't even have their papers all the way sitting out there having jobs and working. Why don't ICE go over there? Why don't ICE go over there and take those people? Maybe because of the deal that Donald Trump has with Israel, spaghetti, meatballs, and mussels, y'all. I got a huge problem. They go around the Home Depots. Now you notice around Lowe's, there are no people trying to get jobs around Lowe's. What are the colors of Lowe's? Red, white, and blue. There's your answer right there. Home Depot is orange. They out there to work. They get hired by white people to go move the things that they don't want to move because they don't work out, they're not in shape, they don't want to do none of this stuff. But they want to hire these people, and then they're going to put these people down, telling them to go back to their country. Well, this country was theirs first. My family has been here. My great great grandma was a slave, even though when they did away with slavery, so called, she was still picking cotton. When my grandfather was young, he was picking cotton. My great grandma, my grandma, their brothers and sisters were picking cotton. Still, that's why a lot of someone named Skippy here. You wrote something. You know that Africa was named by someone that was not black. The whole continent. My family came West Africa coming on over here on slave ships. We had family taking over and sent to Puerto Rico, Dominican, Haiti. Puerto Rico was called the rich port. The rich port. Whites went there to go get slaves and to go have the blacks who were there entertain them. That's why they take their vacations to the Caribbean when they go over there, and they like to do all those things because the blacks are serving all you guys. The tourist sections and the tourist resorts are the best parts. The rest of the islands are terrible, filled with gangs and looting and polluting and everything else. They try to put them on the island by themselves. Whoever don't want to hear the facts and the truth, you ain't got to be in here. I'm gonna keep it way real. My family came over here. My great grandma had a twin sister. My great aunt Bobby, she stayed in Alexandria, Louisiana. My aunt Lou Bell Harrison, granddaughter of Granny, well, daughter of Granny. Granny moved out here to California. They started the California branch. My mom and them went through the Watts riots. My grandmother and grandfather went through the Watts riots. They burned down our jazz club, the black owned businesses and everything that they had put up for us that we went and did ourselves in LA. Compton used to be white. Look, Inglewood, white. Maywood, white. Lakewood, white. Hollywood, white. Everything that had a wood at the end was a white community. And then Compton was part of that. When they had Dogtown, when they put the military people down there by Union State Station, a lot of my uncles, Big Shot and them, fought and served in this country. My dad, my Uncle James, and many more fought and served in this country. And we had to go through the watch riots and all of that. Watching people get sprayed with water hoses and German Shepherd dogs by the biggest gang in the world, the police attacking people. And we were always taught from them, do right, go to school, get an education. The biggest fear to the government is an educated black man or a Hispanic man or a Native American man. They killed over 1 million buffaloes, so they didn't have no food. They didn't have no clothes for the winter. They didn't have none of that. They did that to eradicate them. Then they said, we gonna go ahead and give you reserves, reservations, which now you go ahead and gamble, they making lots of money. And it's multiple tribes all across there. But don't you know that in these Native American tribes, there's black people mixed in there because they were helping us black people and they were helping the Hispanics back when the U.S. proudly promotes Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier, and boo. The Native Americans were helping the Hispanics. They were helping the blacks hide from the white man. The Underground Railroad was more than just black. Rosewood was a real place. Black Wall Street was a real place. They never gave the Hispanics and the Native Americans the same chance to build up their own things until they gave them reservations and they figured out that white people like to gamble. So they would rather go to Pachanga, Morongo, and all that than go to Vegas. Vegas is ran by the mob. The mob controls police officers, judges, lawyers, all of them. And a lot of them are Freemasons also. That's why every president has been a Freemason. When you speak out, you get lynched. They burn crosses in your front. Avery was just jogging down the street and some white man in Georgia said, we go shoot this nigger in his back. And I'm using that in the context of what they did, because just like if Tom Sawyer can be read with the N-word when you're in school, I can use that here, YouTube. It's in the context of what America is. I've been protesting for a long time. Martin Luther King Day parades since I was 2-3 years old, mobbing down the street in LA with my cousins. Look, the epidemic of the 80s hit my family on both sides hard. Gangs, drugs, everything. I got high-ranking members in my family from majority of the LA gangs, Bloods, Crips, and Essays. All my cousins in Dogtown is light-skinned, Pee-wee and them. What's up now? Look just like my son Trey, who passed away. From the neighborhood car. From the 30s to the 100s. I watch No Jumper and watch these people and they be arguing. And some of my family members is high ranking there. And I don't go on there and let them know who they are or nothing. It's none of their business. I don't get involved with them politics. I got family that's Bloods, Gangster Crips, Black Panthers. My great grandma, my big mama on my dad's side was murdered on Christmas Eve back in 1990, 91 or 92, one of the New Years. Big mama was white. 3/4 white. They say once you go black, you never go back. She knitted a blanket for all of the grandkids and great grandkids so we can have one. And she taught us that every single person is not racist. And she was a Jane Elliott. Go do your research on her. Oklahoma band. By way of Oklahoma. Came to LA and everything, and they did her wrong out here on Christmas Eve. Somebody broke in their house. I'm a product of the 1992 LA riots. 4242 East San Louis Street, major cross streets, Compton Boulevard, and Atlantic. Go over the bridge. I'm from the 1500 block on Gundry and Paramount. Dominguez High School is in Paramount, not in Compton. The riots broke off. Everybody was looting. My dad was like the king of the looting. My dad didn't go up there and get TVs and stuff. My dad said if they go burn it down, he went and got a giant freezer and an extra refrigerator and got nothing but meat and protein to save money so we can eat. We had the National Guard out there with rifles and shotguns and everything. Our curfew was 7 p.m. at night. Imagine seeing the Korean store owners pulling out guns and shooting at people when you 9 and 10 years old. Summertime. My mom's settlement hit because she was picking up the elderly folks from their homes to take them to their appointments. 18-wheeler big rig smacked her. We moved out to Orange County. Introduction of Chris Dorner. Christopher Dorner. He saved me from skinheads chasing me with chains and stuff, all because I was black. We had the DARE program. It was drug abuse resistance education. That was the DARE program. I remember when Christopher Dorner did his thing. I came in the house from work and I said, "Why is Chris on TV?" And my wife said, "You know him?" I said, "I went to school with him. That's Chris Dorner." Somebody always has to go. Let me go ahead and adjust this. Somebody always has to go. Fighting for the right thing or not. What was wrong with Christopher Dorner if ICE is going around unaliving innocent people who are United States citizens? Introduction of my cousin, Keith Porter, who is from Northridge out there doing his thing, and he was out there protesting from Compton originally, from Compton, Southside Compton. Tayshaun Prince's family lived right there. The Princes, Tommy and Tayshaun, they daddy lived right there. My uncle Tommy and them house, my cousin Vince, they all went to Dominguez High School, and we are all friends. My dad's best friends, Ed and Charles O'Bannon, all of them. Dennis Johnson, Celtics Hall of Famer, all from Compton. Y'all don't even know. My cousin grew up seeing the gang violence, the shootings, Watts riots. Compton and Watts is right next door to each other for y'all who don't know. LA is just a county. The city of LA by itself is LA by itself. But the county of LA, we're talking about LA. He's went around to do a really good thing. Big ups to my cousin Lil Tommy, his lovely wife. She made it into our family, and she's been a big stepper the whole time. Every funeral, everything, helping with the food, the cooking. They help out with Reese's BBQ and all of that. Keith is a porter, activist, community leader. He's out there speaking his mind. He's not Hispanic. He's not African. Like, you cannot get tricky with this shit. He's not one of them. Not Haitian. He don't speak French. Dominican. Puerto Rico, stand up. He's not a Puerto Rican. United States black man. We went from being niggers to Negro to African Americans to black. A lot of y'all don't like hearing these words, but y'all read a Tom Sawyer book from Mark Twain. Slap yourself 48,000 times. My grandfather was the first black person in the state of California to have a license to buy and sell guns. The first black family to attend Linwood High School. That's the fifth one that's a wood. I grew up with Mexicans my whole life. In the inner city. Eric and Jesse were my first two best friends. Jesse was my age, and Eric was my brother's age, 4 years older. Their little sister Vanessa was my sister's age. My mom used to watch them, and their mom used to watch us. My boy Johnny Boy Juarez, Golden Glove boxer. My mama used to watch him, and his mama used to watch us. I grew up eating all the Mexican foods. My friend Bonifacio taught me how to do the leg dance where you twirl your leg behind your other leg and twirl it like a circle. He taught me that. Grew up with Mexicans, Hispanics, Central Americans, South Americans who moved over and moved into these areas. And then the white man made it more racial. Let's make the blacks and the Hispanics go against each other. One of the biggest things I hate, because then growing up, some of my friends I was not able to be friends with once we got to a certain age. It was picking and choosing. You go to the county, I didn't been to the county. You go to the county, it's real in there. It's real in there. It's straight racial division, and the guards make it so that it is that way. You ain't allowed to mingle and talk like that, but when you get your chance to, if ain't nobody around and you can, you still go ahead and socialize. We still got to get it in. My wife is Mexican, Peruvian, and Italian. I get bad looks from Mexicans all the time. White folks think she white and they look at me bad and look at her bad. When y'all motherfuckers are the reason why all this stuff's going down. My cousin was protesting, speaking his mind to help save people, and y'all unalived him. The streets is getting real, y'all. They out there in LA protesting hard for my cousin. They are protesting hard for my cousin. They are protesting hard. This is my cousin's daughter right here. I'm gonna show you my cousin's daughter right here. That's my cousin's daughter, y'all. Unalived by ICE. Unalived by ICE. I did a short. I'm gonna go ahead and show it here. I did a short. They are out there protesting. That's why my thumbnail of this live is I love being black. I got two chimps hugging and Deadpool giving the heart sign. Look, and check this out. I'm in the gig community, right? And I was like, something told me to click on because the dude never, he puts up live streams, but he don't put the title of what he wants to say up, and he don't tag nobody in it. I'm watching it, and he said that the lady, it was justified that she got shot in her face. I wanted that to say that my cousin, for speaking up, he was unalive, and it was justified. I dare you. Watch this, y'all. It's my cousin right here. His daughter light skinned for a reason. I'm typing in RIP Cuzzo live. They out there deep for my cousin. They out there deep. They out there deep, y'all. Now, I got muscles too. The reason why I stepped away from the gig community And talking to certain people is because they said that we should put machine guns on top of cars, automatic machine guns, to get rid of the Hispanics. I called them motherfuckers racist as hell, and I stepped away. Then I just heard somebody say that it was justified to shoot that lady in the face. Fuck all y'all that think like that. My cousin was out there speaking out, being a community activist, and they unalived him too. Which is why my mom, God rest my mom's soul. Thank you, Almighty High. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Thank you to all your disciples. Thank you, Moses. Thank you, Aaron the prophet, your brother. Thank you, Gabriel, all the angels. Thank you, Michael, for fighting this fight for us. My mom always told me because she saw that I speak up and speak out. That's what the fuck I do. She always told me to watch myself. I'm facing a few things right now that, you know, I got to go ahead and walk through it. The dude was off duty. Uh, Off duty. He was really off duty. He was really off duty. Let me go and share my live stream right now, live on Facebook, so my family know what I'm doing right now. I don't know which one is which. Let me see. Let's go to share. Let's go to newsfeed. Let's share it. Let me go ahead and tag my brothers, my dad. Go ahead and tag his brothers. Mm. Let me see. Whack 100 be talking about procurement power. Everyone don't even know that my cousin Big Will is his age and from his hood. I'm gonna just do it like this. I'm gonna do it like that. Let my family know I'm on live right now for my cousin. A lot of people talk, but you don't really know how it is to be in the black and brown community. You don't know how it is to be in a black and brown community. What up, bro? My brother up in here. What up, bro? To be in the black and brown community is death. A lot of you guys don't know why the judge wears a black robe. It symbolizes death and sentence. These jails are filled up with what they call minorities. FEMA camps and everything that was built when Barack was president. They made alligator Alcatraz. They made alligator Alcatraz. They said we're going to let the natural environment of the pythons, the nutrient rats, the alligators, and we're the freshwater and the saltwater combined. We have American crocodiles also. I'm a nerd, people. I know my animals. Do you know how many people are being slaughtered in these places? Do you know they are selling us that meat over the counter? You speak up, you get shot, you go to jail. If you're black or Hispanic, it makes it worse. If you're Native American, it's worse. But they'll still go to your casino though. I don't even know, man. Whenever you do the right thing, it ends up being the wrong thing. They protested for my cousin out there, just like how they did for George Floyd, Breonna, and all of them. What good is life if you can't live life? Look at what they did to Jesus. All he was doing was performing miracles and helping people. His disciples had to hide and not preach and do the same thing because they was going to get them. Why is there 86 books in the Bible, but they took those other books out to make it 66. Jubilees and Enoch are some of the two most important books ever. Enoch, the only person to not die, but God took him up. Enoch went down there with the devil for justice, told them what was going to happen. The book of Jubilees goes way deep. Why did the Roman Catholics take those books out? Carpe diem says seize the day. But when you go protest and seize the day, why is it that they go and unalive us? I don't know, man. My whole family, my mom's side and my dad's side, big shout out to my Uncle Freddie, got me into journalism. He's interviewed the who's who from all political backgrounds, got me into it, and I interviewed him. I was fearful. I'm not gonna lie. I was fearful when I was out there in Santa Ana protesting and still filming. Deep down inside, I thought something bad was gonna happen to me from the National Guard or the police when they were flagging down, and the racist white dudes who had their whole crews with them. I don't know if they had guns, knives, or what. I was just down there being a 6'4" black man weighing 220 pounds, saying what's happening. I thought something bad was gonna happen to me though. I'm not gonna lie. And I can always remember my mom saying, Robbie, be careful. I drove my mom from California to Texas when my Aunt Deborah passed away. And we going through the checkpoints and she telling me, boy, stop it. Stop it. Quit talking like that. They gonna do something to you. Because I was speaking up about what's just and what's right and what's the laws constitutionally. So I gave respect to my mom and I eased it down. It was me, my mom, my wife, and my daughter, Ava. Ava was like 1 year, 1.5 years old, almost two. But my mom saw me, and when we went through this, before we even got to Arizona and stuff, we were passing by Blythe and California and stuff, and we went to this little. They had Confederate flags on the little convenience store and everything, and I said, I'm stopping here no matter what. She said, don't stop here. I said, Mom, I'm stopping here. They're not going to stop me. Don't go in there talking like the way you talk. I still went in there, got our little convenience stuff so we can be on the run. I didn't go overboard because my mom was like, they will do something to you because of how you speak. She was saying that driving all the way to Texas, all 2,932 miles, all the way to Grand Prairie, Arlington, Fort Worth area. She just kept saying, I remember when we drove to Florida to go to Disney World, and we stopped at one of these off-road places, and we had to go use the bathroom, and the whole restaurant turned and looked at us and was like, y'all better hurry up and leave. My dad and everybody was with us. Uncle James and everybody. Uncle James and my dad got us through everything because they served in the Navy. But then you come back home and you got to get hit with reality. I've been chased by skinheads with bats and chains. I didn't have to go through school and being one of the only few black dudes in the school. And I didn't have to go and have teachers say weird things. I didn't have to go through all of that racism stuff that goes on. It just sucks that when you are out there trying to help people and get your word out there, you got to get off. And my cousin was just out there doing what he had to do, and they offed him. Dude wasn't even on duty. He wasn't even on duty. But they not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. They might cancel me. America, we gotta do a better job. We don't need our chief and commander in office anymore. I think we should do what he said and just grab him by the keyword. I'm just sick of this shit, man. I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. We gotta go through all this shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm fed up with this shit, man. Big condolences to the whole Porter family tree. R.I.P. Cuzzo. And I hope y'all get it together. I was violated, y'all, by a guy that showed me his penis while I'm dropping off a delivery order. Coincidentally, it was an old white dude. Come to the door wearing a button-up shirt with all the bottom of the shirt not buttoned up. And I walk up to the door and see his dingling. Then he tried to cover himself up. I don't know what's wrong with some of y'all white folks, man. Epstein Island motherfuckers. I sent a report in to Uber, told them I was violated. Can't just get away with everything. And you know what the sad part is about this ICE thing? A lot of these dudes are like Hispanic, but they're whitewash Hispanic though. You notice you rarely see a black ICE agent. Rarely. Maybe one out of the whole 150 might be black. And he probably says, I'm not doing this shit. Y'all better get your act together, man. Get your act together. Why don't y'all go watch Real Talk with Roy? His name is Real Talk with Roy. He don't put the titles up to actually say what he's gonna be saying. Watch his last live stream, and he says that the lady got shot in her face and it was justified. He's one of the ones that said that put automatic machine guns to shoot the people for coming over the border. I wonder what they're gonna say about my cousin being unalive. Y'all gotta watch these YouTube channels, man. A lot of people just put up random titles, but if you sit and click on it and watch, you will hear a lot of things. That's why they don't put the titles up there to let you know what they're talking about. I was watching Fox News after watching CNN, and CNN had a completely different breakdown on the shooting in the face and what should happen. I turned to Fox News, and they were saying, "Oh, she didn't cooperate instantly," and all those other stuff, and they were justifying it. Fox News was justifying it. They were justifying it. CNN had people up there saying it was wrong, and you should not have done that. They gave the info on everybody else that was arrested. Fox News did not. If you support Fox News, then I don't know what to say about you. I don't know what to say about you. I don't know what to say about you. The media tries to run everything and make everything go haywire and make you gullible ass people go certain ways. When's the last time any of you guys did an IQ test? I did one a week and a half ago. I scored a 120. It said anyone from whatever to 115. They tried to say you need to be a plumber or something. But if you're 115 and higher, that means you have a high IQ. Well, if you are at 115, what the fuck does that mean? Does that mean you're dumb and smart? I scored a 120. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't 140, no none of that. I scored a 120 on my IQ test. I paid $5 for it to take the test because it was a promotion. I wanted to know. When's the last time any of you guys took an IQ test and had it emailed to you? A lot of you guys out there just listen to anything and run with it. It don't matter. And a lot of you guys grew up in homes to where the racism exists because if you have a grandma that's alive, great grandma that's alive, you are getting the racism fully plugged into your shit because your uncles, your great uncles, your grand uncles, your cousins, some of the people that live on, it's still going on. I know when I went to Louisiana, my cousin Kevin was like, yeah, let's go down the Red River. We might see David Duke riding around. I was like, damn. They told us to stay away from there. I get white people looking at me every day and I call them out straight to their face. And I make them say, well, no, 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 I wasn't even thinking that, or I wasn't even doing that. That's not what I meant. I call them out straight to their face. You ain't gonna do that to me. My grandfather taught me that. A.C. Price taught me that. My grandfather taught me that. I call them out straight to their face. You ain't finna come at me with these. And here's the thing, they don't think you're smart. I was glad and fortunate that my mom, we grew up in the inner city, but we were always educated and brought up in church. I was glad to see the hood and see everything for what it is. I was glad to get the whole experience. I was glad to be able to go to school in Orange County also to get the white experience, be a token, and still be in the hood at the same time. I'm going to call y'all motherfuckers out straight to your face. Like Tim Hardaway said, in your face. They don't like that. I'm not going to be a sucker, though. I'm not going to be a sucker. They diss Hispanics. They diss blacks. They diss Native Americans and shit, but they want to go eat at all our restaurants and all our food and shit. This is the best stuff I have ever had. This is the best stuff I have ever had. Want to eat our barbecue, want to hire us to clean your house and build your fences, fix your car, do all this other shit, and then you want to come unalive people for just speaking up. The hell wrong with you? And whoever out there got something to say, here, here. Here's a link. If you want to click the link and come in and say something, click the link and come in and say something. I don't want to see you on other live streams talking this shit when you got somebody right here, right now saying, come and bring it. Calling out all busters. If you want to come on here and speak your mind about how we are all not like that, click the link. If you want to click the link to come on here and say how wrong it is, click the link. I got a link right there. I got a link right there. Click the link, I'll bring you on. I guarantee we ain't gonna get nobody who wanna click the link because they all wanna go in secret and talk shit. Do 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 assholes. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Who wants to speak up about what's going on? I didn't think so. Y'all quick to run y'all mouth around y'all so-called friends, but don't want to come and speak up to a black man who's talking about the real. I didn't show my cousin's daughter speaking up about the shit. I didn't show the streets of LA going and protesting in honor of his name. Where y'all motherfuckers that's out there saying it's justified? Don't be a little bitch ass now. Don't be a little bitch ass now. Click the link. Remember the Rush Hour movie? Push the button. Push the button. Push the goddamn button. Push it. Push the button. Push the button. Busters, scary asses, don't want to speak up and show your face to let people know how you really feel. You a scary ass. Little scary ass. Hold up. Let me see something. Let me go to my StreamYard so I can put the link up and create a post to see who actually go want to speak up. All y'all, when I put the picture up of my community post, you all want to ask, what happened? And you want to put likes on the post, but don't none of y'all want to speak up and show y'all face. I know exactly who y'all are. Don't want to do the shit because y'all scary. Y'all scared of what your friends and family might think about you. Here's what they think about you. Well, here's what they think about you. Well, here's what they think about you. Nigga, you ain't got two legs to stand on, little busters. Create a post. There's my link. Live link for stream now. I created a post and put it there. Let's see who got the balls. Don't be afraid of your whiteness now. Don't be afraid to speak out against your country now. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'll put up a video that shows 1,000 parrots flying in the air, and you guys are interested in that, but a lady gets shot in her fucking face. Kids get taken to jail. United States citizens get taken to jail, and my cousin gets unalive, but ain't none of y'all got something to say about that. Charlie Kirk, the racist white dude got caught, and all y'all white people had something to say. And he was racist. Straight racist. He tried to go against the fact that blacks invented 80% of all the most important things in the United States, from heart surgeries to stoplights and everything. All you guys did, like Thomas Edison went to go ahead to go sue and get a patent to go make a bill out of it. Black folks, we didn't created everything. Tuskegee Airmen did not lose one person. You hired us to go ahead and do the duty. 54th Regiment, Civil War, sent us in because y'all didn't have no chuckles. Had to go speak with Frederick Douglass because he was more educated than all you guys. Hispanics taught you guys how to do the agricultural work with the Native Americans. You wouldn't know how to do shit. You wouldn't know how to do shit. Then you want to send secret groups out there saying you the police to get out here and fucking try to go and unalive and put people in jail for no reason, for tax purposes only. The hell wrong with y'all? The hell wrong with y'all? Y'all put in God we trust all over the place, and you don't even believe in God. Most of y'all is atheists, straight atheists. Putting up people of a Jesus that's not Jesus, that was the image of someone's gay lover. Sodom and Gomorrah, God said that we ain't doing nothing. You want to use us to go out there, shoot a jump shot, catch a football pass, run real fast. We'll give you money, but not all of it. Go make music and go sell your soul so you get caught in 360 deals, and we're gonna make all the money off of you. That's why they got rid of Michael Jackson and Prince. They was way too smart. Way too smart. You want us to just sell our soul and do all this weird stuff. Modern day slavery. The hell wrong with y'all? Terry Williams 4441. Much love. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. My family was in slavery. My family saw the Watts riots firsthand. I saw the LA riots firsthand. Walk outside the door, burning buildings and everything. I've been chased by police. I've been arrested for no reason. I didn't fought skinheads, Klan members. I didn't have them put black and brown against each other. I've been through the whole gauntlet. Lost a mom, buried a son, did the whole gauntlet. Did the whole gauntlet. I drive around and walk these streets with my wife. She's Mexican, Peruvian, and Italian, and they look at us like we weird. And my kids is light skinned, so then they look at my kids as something else. One son is excellent in basketball. One son is great at engineering. Went to a black school out in I.C.E. and came to Woodbridge High School in Orange County. By the Olive Garden where Kobe used to go eat at. Nice. My daughter is super sick. All three of us lost a little brother. Go through such a tough time doing this, what you call a holiday season. I didn't fucked up this holiday season. And I got to walk through it. I'm sorry to everybody else out there, too. I'm sorry. I apologize for all y'all for not being able to hold myself. But I'm going to still speak up and do what I got to do. And my cousin is a community activist out there doing this thing to make sure that people know what's going on. And they send a hitman to go get her. I'm not a big fan of the government. Hey, a lot of us aren't big fans of the government. The government is made to mess us up. My sister's weird. Why is she calling me while I'm alive? She just called me right now, seeing I'm alive. Let me see what she got to say. She know I'm alive, unless she wants to talk out loud. Let me see. It's just ringing. She'll hit me back. Sister, you can also hit the link. Let me see if my wife got something to say. You wanna drop some word to these people? You wanna drop some word to these people? No? All right. She don't want to get on camera right now. She don't want to get on camera right now, but it's all good. The government was for the people, by the people, but not our people. And this is where, see, you gotta understand the Hebrew Israelites because they say the people from the 12 tribes, and they include the Hispanics, Native Americans, Black people, people from South America, Aztecs in them. They include all them. And they call them racist, but they're not if they include all people from the 12 tribes. They're just a little radical on some of their stuff. I don't agree with all their stuff. Just like with Catholicism, I don't believe a lot of Catholicism, but there are some things that I believe. Christianity, there's some things that I don't go all the way with because they took out 20 books of the Bible. Mormons, I believe the things that come out the Bible, but not the Zebediah and all them other people that they make up. I don't believe in that. Islam, they believe in the Old Testament. I ain't got no problem with that. The Judea, the Jews, they believe in the Torah. The Torah is the first five books of the Bible. I ain't got no problem with that. Everything else, I just can't rock with it. Y'all don't follow Jesus like that. I just can't rock with it. I just can't rock with it. I believe in God, and God said that speak up. God said speak up. If you can't speak up, then who the fuck are you? If you're not afraid to get some back from which you feel is right in your heart, then who the fuck are you? That means like your kid come and tells you that the teacher is doing something wrong and you don't take your ass up to the school to figure out what's going on because you ain't got no backbone. You take it up to Duke shit. Big up to everybody that speak their mind out there against what's wrong going out there. Big ups. Justice for Keith Porter Jr. Another black man caught up in the mix, trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. Ooh, watch your step. It's hot out there. You better watch your neck. I start them dry, but I'm leaving them wet. I'm leaving them wet. It's wild outside. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I wrote that hook for a song when I was 19, 20 years old. Ooh, I hit them hot, then I'm leaving them wet. It's wild outside. You ain't seen nothing yet. And that's what's going on now. Win, lose, or draw, I will survive the game. And that's on me. No good. Still betting TNC. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or fall. I will survive this game. And that's on me. I'm no good. Still repping TNC. Wrote that hook when I was 22. Because this is what's going on now. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. You got to survive this game, man. That's why I do about an hour and a half, 2 hours of Bible study every day. I gets it in. Believe in God and do what y'all got to do. I'm going to play it another time right now. These people out there representing for my cousin. They out there protesting for my cousin big, big, big. Why don't y'all type up Keith Porter Jr. on y'all search engines? He's another Floyd. And why does Minnesota have all this stuff going on? Where they just do all the bad shit? No justice, no police. No justice, no peace. Fuck the corrupt police. And anybody that's not with the people and for the people. Let's get this commander in chief up out of here. We need something to change, and we got to do it now. Speak up or forever hold what you don't want to say. And we better not see you as a sucker the next day. Peace. About to leave y'all with my theme song. I think that's what I'm going to do. Peace up.
Thank you for tuning in. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them high facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them high facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them high facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. The gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. 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 Hot facts.